Joseph was in the pit. Joseph was in the prison. But then God brought him to the palace. It is the attitude of giving thanks to God that connects the bridge from the pit to the prison and to the palace. So you may be going through pits of life at the moment. You may be going through prisons of life at the moment. But if you cease not to give thanks to God, you're going to end up in the palace. Is someone listening to me? A pit of life is a situation that kind of limits you. I remember an experience when we're in the farm back home in Nigeria. We had a farm, and we're trying to source water for the farm. And I called one of these, people that do well, the well, not the borehole, the well one. And the guy was going to go, and they were digging, and they were going farther, and they couldn't get to the water level. And then the guy came up and says, "We're going to stop this. We wouldn't want to go further again." And I said, "What's the challenge?" He said, "We've gone very deep, but now we should have gotten to, they call it aquifer level, but we can't find anything." And he says, "I don't want to." I said, "Is there any reason why you want to?" Sometimes when you speak to these people, you hear strange things. And the guy told me that he was digging one day somewhere around the Ikorodu part of Lagos, and they got to a level and there was nowhere to go. But they insisted and they kept on digging, and then there was a big bam. And then the casing opened under them, and then a mighty rush of water came in, and the water swept him away. So if he dug into the water body under the earth, and then the water swept him away, he came out some distance down the street in another person's well. That's why he came out. Now, that wasn't bad enough. He was able to swim. So he was swimming right actually hundreds of feet beneath the head level. And he came out from the well about 4 buildings away from where he was digging. Then when he surfaced to the water level, he was able to climb up. You know what happened? He climbed up to the top of the well, but the well was locked with padlock outside. And the people in the house didn't know what was happening. So you can understand how constraining it is for a man to be in a pit. And he kept on banging and knocking and knocking. And you know what happened? I will ask you a question. If you're the one in your house and you went to the well that you have locked, and somebody is banging from underneath, what are you going to do? Everybody in the compound took to their heel. Rather than opening the well for him, they took to their heel and ran off. But God helping him, because there was a situation where he was digging the well, they called in the firefighter, and then they were trying to find out what has happened. And so because of their own experience too, when they heard that somebody was knocking in the compound, in the well in the compound, so they went here and looked, and lo and behold, it was the one. After how many hours? You may be going through a life constraint at the moment. Praising and giving thanks to God gives you that opportunity to come into the palace place. And I say to someone listening to me this morning, God will take you from the prison of life, situations that are prison. He will take you from the pit of life and he will bring you into the palace in the mighty name of Jesus.